Hey guys, what's up? Beast and Beast Toys here coming at you. Got an opening of finally got my Trubble Bubble, my Cobra Tele-Viper, and Flight Pod. I got, well, ironically, I got two of them today. And ironically, sometime point today, I got on Pulse and looked, or I got an email from Pulse about PulseCon. And I'm like, I'm gonna go check. I check every day because I wanted to get some more. I'm like, I'm gonna go check, and I got on there, and by golly, these things were back up. So I got 4 more coming. So I'm like, boom. And they had supposedly Range Vipers and Big Ben hit it today. I don't know. I'm okay with what I got on order there from both there between them and Walmart. And then no, Alley Viper, Crimson Alley Vipers came back up, but I tried to order. I've already got 2. It would not let me, surprisingly. So I don't know, but so I couldn't do that. But anyway, so that's all. So right now it's just kind of trying to get a hold of another set or 2 of Cobra Valkyries. If I can get another set or 2 of those, I'm going to feel pretty good about where I'm at with my Joe collection, so to speak. Now, that being said, here they are. Going to look over for any imperfections, dings, whatever. I'm going to set 1 aside for now until I get my other 4, and then I'll decide how I want to proceed. This box, as well as the one next to me, look about the same. They did not come banged up, dinged up, anything like that I can see. They're flat. Nothing really out of the ordinary. So I think either way I slice it, doesn't matter which one. They are both good to open. So check this one real quick. There's something about one of them. I don't know. They're both okay. They're good enough for me. All right. So we're just gonna open this one. This one we're gonna set aside. Maybe. I don't know if it'll sit up here. Got a place for it up there. All right, here we go. Tele-Viper and Cobra Flight Pod Trubble Bubble. So yes, I have some more ordered. We're gonna check this out. Great artwork as usual. Always like the artwork. Still would love to and prefer to go back to the windowed packaging, but hey, whatever. The upside that I will say to all this, with the pre-orders and Pulse and stuff like that, is some places is you're not going to get what I've been seeing. Some more of when I open it up, something different now. So we got this. Looks like there's not much to put together for this. I'm gonna set that down. So obviously got this. So here's what you get. Obviously I'll show all this off. So we got flight pods, very nice. Got several. So there's all that. It's number 79. Here is the box. I like these little boxes, of course. Speaking of boxes, I'm looking around, I'm like, man, speaking of boxes, I'm going to have to find a little box to put some of this stuff in. So we got a little extra stuff. And then here's all the gear. We're going to figure out what goes where. Get that taken care of. And then you get the Jeremy post that's been going around this past week about the Tele-Vipers and their, well, you're not a member of the classified groups and stuff. I don't know. Go look for it, I guess. You'll have to go dig in those Facebook groups about the Jeremy post. Either way, I'm moving on because I'm not overly concerned about the Jeremy post. I want to show off my Trubble Bubble. So we do have great artwork on the inside. I'm going to be very careful and try to cut this out. I don't think we have to, like I said, I don't believe we're putting a lot of stuff together here. I think everything is, for the most part, put together. It's a good solid plastic. This is something I was afraid of, but this was this top helmet. Top, it looks like a helmet, doesn't it? Looks like a Cobra helmet, actually. If you look at that from an angle, that's kind of cool. Never noticed that. Was it supposed to be that way? I don't know. I guess I never thought about it. I didn't have an actual Trubble bubble as a kid. I know my cousin did. My cousin, well, both my cousins had everything. I always wondered how they, well, I say that. I always want to say, I wonder how they afforded it. My cousin that was a year younger than me, his dad filed bankruptcy like several times. His dad was in a lot of financial trouble. So my aunt ended up divorcing him and remarrying later down the road when the kids were older. And here's the inside. My other cousin, I don't know, his mom didn't work that I remember, and his dad was a plumber, I believe. Don't quote me on that. I have to do some digging and ask what Uncle G was. But I think he was a plumber. Anyway, so there it is. Cool. Now let's get all our pieces out, so I can put everything back in my box and then show everything off. But yeah, so I always wondered, my cousin always managed to have everything. I think I put a little bit together. Always managed to have everything. They both had flags. I never got a flag. Didn't have room. I guess I would say if I didn't have room. They both had houses with basements that, well, I had a house in the basement, but it was a 2-story house. And my basement was kind of old and just didn't have a lot of room. That's where like laundry room was. Mom and Dad kept all the storage, everything that was stored. You know, my toys, my extra toys, or when I got older, that's where my toys went in totes until they decided they were taking up too much room and got rid of some of them. The bigger stuff, not the figures, just the play sets and such, which I'm still not, I'll complain about that forever because I'm not happy about that anymore. Now that I've gotten back into toy collecting as I've gotten older. But anyway, yeah, my cousins always managed to have extra goodies, so yeah, I didn't get that luxury as a kid. So anyway, oh, I forgot this thing. To shove that in that box, I guess. Not sure what this is. Looks like a gun. Must be a gun that goes on it. Oh, it goes on the bottom. I see it now in the picture. So we'll set it all up though. No biggie. All right. And I believe we need to be careful with some pieces here. Pretty sure. Yeah, I'm liking getting the extra heads because I like this one on. I want to put that on one. Of course, we can have our Jeremy head, so to speak, or black guy, black Tele-Viper. So those look good. There's that. So I'm separating this out. We're gonna put all our pieces together. I remember someone posting a piece about this little peg being the size of a Lego. This is the I don't remember what that thing was. I feel like that was from an episode. Alright, anyway, let's put this together. So, the easy part here, put this part on here. My luck, I'm going to probably end up breaking something, so I hope not. Let's see, I think that gun, where does the gun go? Got these rudders underneath. I'm not sure what these... Oh, these must be foot pegs. These go here. There's my... no? Wow. Okay. Oh. I think they go here. They're little wings. That's weird. I don't know why they didn't put those on. Oh, wing. Oh. I know what they are. Now I remember too, someone talking about how these didn't, maybe they didn't stay well. I think I remember reading or seeing this comment somewhere. Okay. So there we go. We're gonna come on. I'm glad they got all the stickers. I'm glad I'm glad they are not stickers. I'm glad they are painted on the Cobra logos and everything. I'm really glad. I'm gonna also say, as a kid, and supposedly this goes. Is there a place underneath? I'm sure I'm gonna get interrupted. Looks like there's a area. Well, I started to say that, but can't tell. Looks like there's almost this area on the bottom that could be opened. I don't see anything else that shows that particularly like that. So, all right, this gun. Here we go. I see it now. Goes underneath. And I'm sure of it. So this is the tricky part. Not sure. I think it's supposed to go. Oh, I think there's a little peg hole for it back here, maybe. I don't know. I've always seen people post different things, but now this part can come off. There's a little hatch there. I just want to get my gun on here without breaking something. So I'm going to put some force on it. There, I heard it click. Okay. Okay, got my flight pod ready to go. Here's that. So that's nice. We can take that off and we can put him in here. I'll buckle him in here in a second. Actually, no. Yeah, I guess I can. Let's show him off though real quick. So let's set that thing over here out of the way. So, big difference with this guy in particular. If you don't know, I've already got a issue with the arm bending. I told you someone was gonna come looking for me for some reason. So yeah, you can do a lot of different things with this head. I've seen them put on Cobra officers. Seen them, obviously all swapped out. But this is your actual Tele-Viper. You didn't get the bare arms like the original, so that one's kind of a surprise. I guess the only thing I could say is they probably thought, hey, if he's going to be the guy flying the flight pod, then he has to have sleeves. Maybe that's the whole purpose of that. So, let's check. Yeah, that's funny. I thought those were foot pegs for a minute. I'm going to assume that we probably have to bend his legs when we sit him down. So his joints are kind of tight. Bend him out a little bit. We're going to see. I'm going to try and find out real quick. See what it looks like. I'm going to say, and you can there's multiple figures that you can use for this. I'm pretty sure when you think back, I think you see what I mean there? That piece fell out. Just what I was talking about. I'm going to say that when you look back at this, you're going to look, if you go back to, like the G.I. Joe movie per se, that you are going to find that they were Vipers flying these things around Cobra Island. So like you're going to see some differences of a few different things if you go out and look. But here we go. Now, yeah, like I said, I think someone mentioned maybe gluing that piece on. I'm not going to do anything different yet, but yeah, I can see that's a little loose. Obviously, pulls out very easily, and I just barely touched a minute ago. So, all right, here we go. Flight pod, Trubble bubble assembled. Flight pod is ready for flight. So, that's neat. I like it. Got a lot of cool features to it. I can't get this thing to buckle good. I'm not going to push the issue too much. I'm going to take him out in a second anyway. But the Cobra logo here. So that's like a little screen there. Very cool though. Very nice piece. Like that a lot. So anyway, so there he is put in there. But now we're going to take him out for a minute and dawdle with him for just a second. And then we'll be done. So there you go. Nice Cobra Flight Pod. Very nice piece. Very nice. I'm glad they did that. The price point's not bad. I like the price point actually better of the Crimson Python Patrol one, obviously. People are probably like, I read somewhere, if you don't know, I read somewhere, because they're like, well, those are only 44 bucks. I did read this, that Hasbro had already made the deal with Target on those to sell those, and the issue was that they had already made the price point at that point in time, and they didn't want to renegotiate or something of that nature. And so that's why Target went with that. So Hasbro's probably, I think, from what I understand, making pennies on the dime on that deal, or whatever, however you want to say it. So, all right. So real quickly though, we're gonna put his gear on. There we go. That's a little tricky there. I always liked the Tele-Viper a bit. I never thought him to be a very bad character as far as what he looked like in my original. I think I still have my original. I don't have the. Of course, I'm gonna tell you the piece, and you're gonna be like, sure, I'm the same guy, maybe, or not surprised. But I'm gonna tell you the piece that I don't have that goes with my Tele-Viper is the hose. I got the backpack and the whatever this thing is, the telecommunicator, so to speak, the gun of sorts, whatever you want to call it. It looks like a gun. But I think they talk into it on a couple of cartoon episodes. I believe this is wider, and they speak into it like a I want to use the word hologram, but not a hologram, like a video conferencing screen or something. Basically Google. Basically, what is it? Google. I'm drawing a blank. Google Meets or whatever. Whenever you FaceTime, it's like FaceTime, and there we go. That's better. I know what FaceTime is. We'll use that. Anyway, so here I am trying to get this stupid thing in there. Guess I'll do it the other way around here. Trying to go about the hard way. So now we'll put that in there. And now we have. She can even put blast effects. See, it almost looks like they made this for blast effects. Look at that. Hopefully I don't mess the zoom up, but I think they made that for blast effects. I don't know why. It's not ever been a gun. Like I said, I don't recall that. You can definitely do something with it. Yeah, so my biggest issue with him as far as anything is his arm. I don't like the mobility on his arms and the upper shoulders. You know, I feel like, looks like that's as high as I'm getting. And then when I try to move his arms and tuck them in, like they won't, they don't come into his side so tight like that. So that's the one part I don't necessarily like, but the rest of it, yeah, it's not bad. So all right, guys, well, there you go. So we can get the quick different looks here. Here's Jeremy. See the upside with the changing of the ethnic is his he don't have the white neck or the white arms, so it's easy to do that. And I'm say that's another reason why they did it. I say because it's a flight suit, more or less, to me. That's why I looked at it. I'm not really a military guy, but that's kind of how I looked at it. But yeah, and I like this. So if you go put him in as a flight, you can put him in like that. So very neat. I might switch one of my officer heads with this head, but anyway, going back to the regular look, of course. So all right, guys, there you go. Cobra Flight Pod Trubble Bubble. Very nice piece. Finally got mine. I'm sure there's already other reviews out there, but hey, there's mine. So all right, guys, there you go. Hit the old like and subscribe button if you want to check out more videos and reviews. And as always, with my Cobra Tele-Viper and Flight Pod Trubble Bubble, I'm Beast from Beast Toys. We'll see you.